Hey everybody, welcome to Legs and Back in week 6 in our Deep Sit series. I have a single 25-pound dumbbell. I have a mini band that we're going to be getting into the legs with. And then we are going to be using a pull-up bar. And so if you don't have one of those, you can do some suitcase rows today for that instead. So squeezing elbows up, shoulder blades together. Let's get started with our stretch. Start with me at the back of your mat. Go ahead and hinge over those legs. Let your knees bend. Let your chest drop toward the thighs. And then go ahead and round yourself all the way up, bringing your arms out wide. Inhale, deep, deep, deep. And then exhale, fall over. We're going to go 2 more like that. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop down. Feel the core engage as you drop. Inhale up. And exhale, drop. Okay, take a wider base of support, a wider stance, and then we're going to grab both hands outside your left calf, digging the right arm down, then both hands outside the right calf, digging the left shoulder down. Back and forth. Get some breath going. Feel those hips stay stable and steady. Okay, come to the front of your mat or the middle of the mat. Just make sure you have space behind you. And we're going to be doing a single leg hinge, a drinking bird. Kick that leg behind. Once you have the leg up and behind, hopefully you can tap the ground. Drop that right hip down. And then we're going to come up to standing. Draw the knee in. Inhale, hinge forward. Kick that leg up. Tuck the knee. Just one more. Tuck the knee. Go back down to the ground. Hopefully you can reach toward the ground. If not, grab a weight or something to bring the floor up to you. Stay on the left hand, and we're going to open to the side. Let the right hip rise, the right arm rise, open to that side, and then drop down. We're going to hit up the other side. Nice and tall, core engaged. Hinge it forward, and then flex it up. So you hinge forward and then try to drop that hip down. This is our last one till we hinge back down. Lifting that left leg, plant onto your right hand. Open the left leg up high. Reach that left arm up. And then we'll bring it down. Walk your hands back, or your feet back. Hands plant into the ground. Pedal the legs. Get your downward facing dog. Pedal those feet, feel the core. Push your chest back if you want to bend your knees in order to get that extra space through the back and the shoulders, please do. Pull the elbows to point at your toes. Perfect. Okay, open your feet, walk your hands back to your feet, sit into your low squat, and then let's get going. So we're going to start off with the band around our high ankle, low calf. And we're going to be doing lateral steps. So we want to try to get into the abductor and the glute medius, so the high upper outer side of the glute. So it's extremely easy to get into the quads, to not get the work done in the right places on the glutes. This is 5. Make sure the body is staying stable and still over your supporting leg. Line up your knees and toes. You're going to feel the work in that supporting leg. Get the core going. 24. Sit back just a little bit. 8, 29, and 30. Other side. Make sure you're finding that stability on the supporting leg. Finding the 4 corners of your foot, your big toe ball mound, pinky toe ball mound. And then kind of just spreading, leveling off through the heel. I've also heard it, the 3 points, your heel's that one midpoint. So you kind of find what works for you. but keep the belly strong. We want to keep the toes relaxed, not gripping into the ground. Building those abductors, those glutes. Keeping the knee lined with the toe. Flex through the core. I like to look down. I'm looking down a lot because I want to just watch that line up. I also want to keep track of that other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, okay. Shake those hips out a little. We're going to do a walking step now. So start on the side of your mat. Knees and toes line up. We're going to be taking our step, whatever sort of distance works for you. And then back. So here we want to make sure still that that upper body is staying nice and stable. So a lot of times I see a little upper body movement going along. We really want to stay planted in those hips, knees, pull with your toe, right? So make sure that you're not just pulling the foot and the knee is getting left behind. Okay, one more pass to the right and then to the left. Keeping the chest tall, the core strong. Perfect. Okay, we're going to move our band up above your knees. And have that weight on the ready, that single dumbbell, and we're going to lie on our back. Okay, so first goal, number 1, is to find flexion into the glutes through a glute bridge. Okay, so you're putting tension into your band, knees pushing into the band. Bring your arms up overhead, straight. So the counter is going to be our glutes. Find a little bit of retraction, so backward pull on your dumbbell, and then you're going to go into your glute bridges. Nice and slow. 3, 4. Just as far back as works for you. 6. You want to feel your upper back here, holding that isometric hold. 'Feel the glutes. 'Keeping the core strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, relax your hips. Keep your low back on the ground. And we're going to lower the weight now. Our overhead pull, just 10 reps. Really focused upper back. Lots of core flexion. So you want to make sure your back doesn't end up arching off the ground. These are some of the most favorite, this is one of the most favorite exercises for many people. Just feels so good on the back, the shoulders. If you can get that core to really engage, so not allowing your rib cage to pop and lift as the arms reach overhead. Last 3, 2, and 1. Reach, reach, reach. Grab with that back. Okay, scooping up. Now we're going to flip over onto our belly, and we're going to do locust lifts. So prone position on the floor. Find your flexion through the belly, tuck through the tailbone. Hopefully you can interlace your hands behind your back. If not, you can try and grab with a towel or just hold your arms straight back. So I want us to really find flexion through the upper back, rolling the shoulder heads back, tuck that chin in. Now feel your upper back flex and then lift. Legs and upper body. Lower, lift. Put tension on that band again. 3, 4. We're getting into the lats here. Upper back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, staying here, you're going to just bring your arms into a goalpost position, tuck your chin. You can let your head rest on the ground, forehead down. We're going to lift the legs using those glutes and abduct. 2, 3, 4. Just pull those feet apart. We're only going to 10, 9, 10. All right, finally getting out of this band. And then we're going to get into pull-ups. All right, so remember, if you don't have the bar, then you can do those suitcase rows, feeling your back flex. We're going to do 8 repetitions. Flex through that core, find your back to pull and to control the drop. Right. Perfect. All right, back to our dumbbell, and we're going to do a lawnmower. 15 reps per side. So get yourself all lined up, one leg forward, one leg back. Everything levels off, squared off to the ground. You're supported on that first leg, that front leg. Feel the elbow pull back toward the hip. Engage in the lat. Feel the muscle in the back build. Feel the legs and core support. Four, feel the back stay lengthened. Last 2, 1. Making sure to feel the back really support that pull. The pull is coming from the lat on the side. Get everything squared off. Seven, keep leaning on that front thigh. 'Tighten under the rib cage, pull that belly button back. Make sure the hips are staying leveled off. 14, 15. Perfect. Beautiful job. We're going to take that little twist. So feet just a little bit wider than the hips. Hinge over the legs. Grab around. Stretching that lat. And then the other side. Beautiful. All right, let's go back to our band. High ankle. Low calf. See if you can remember which side you started on last time. We're going to start on the second side this time. 30 per side. If you notice you have any kind of returning knee or hip or back pain, a lot of times this can stem from weak glutes, abductors, medius, these upper outer thighs, as well as the core. So that's what we're really focused on here. Sit back on that heel. 25. 30. Tightening up through that core. Keep it all solid, flexed, held together. I'd rather everything stay fixed and firm in the right spot than getting a super wide, contorted step. So as you fatigue, as everything gets tired, You might not get as far. That's okay. $20. Speed is not easier here. Feel that heel drive into the ground. 7, 28. Not gripping into those toes. 30. All right. Ooh. Stretch those little guys. And then we're going to do our steps. Little walking steps here. Sit a little back, hinge a little forward. Again, it's about what you're using to pull. Trying not to twist or swing the body. Knees and toes stay lined up. One more, down and back. Perfect. Okay, we're going to move that band up above our kneecaps. We're going to go into our iso hold with the glute bridges and then that overhead pull. So set your feet, find the core, find where you want to hold that weight behind you, and then get into the glutes. Relax in the neck. Connect the brain to those glutes and to the upper back. Get your core involved, super involved. 4, 5, 8, 20. All right, hips are down, low back, pulls to the ground, reach nice and far overhead. 10. Five, you got it, you got it. Big, long reach. 4, we're tugging, we're tightening. 3. Whew. All right, get rid of your weight. Flip over to your belly. We're going to find those locust lifts. Grabbing those hands behind their back. Maybe even interlace your hands so that your opposite thumb is on top. Tucking the chin. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lift and lower. Keep the chin tucked, not yanking on the neck. 10. All right. Arms are down, forehead on the ground. Grab the core, lift those glutes. Here we go. Pull those legs apart. 2, 3. Flex your feet. 8, 9, 10. All right. Push back. Little child's pose, stretching low back, stretching the sides of those glutes. We have our pull-ups and then our lawnmowers. All right. If you're not doing the pull-ups, you have your suitcase rows. Brain to back. Keeping that core solid. And 8. Okay. So, start on your second side this time. For me, that means right leg forward, left leg back. Square those hips. Find your back. 15 reps per side. Figure out how to get that back under load, how to add progression, new challenges, extra weight, a few more reps, a little better self-flexion. 12, 13, 14, 15. Here we go, new side. Find that form. Hips and shoulders square off. 10, 4, 3, 2. Feel like you're pulling that elbow back toward the back hip. Great work. Okay, hinge it forward. Grab around one calf, get that stretch, and then the other. Beautiful. Okay, last round. Welcome. Getting into that band. That's a good longevity exercise. Aging well. Making sure that we can get in and out of our pants, underwear, and bands. Balanced on one leg. Don't have to sit down. We have stability, mobility, flexibility, all the itties. $20. $8, $29, $30. Okay. Those are adding up. Round 1, waking it up. Round 2, super solid. Round 3, the fatigue, the push, the build, the advancement. $20. Keep it together. $29. 30. Whew. All right. Let's get our lateral walks. Not shuffling or hopping. Dig in. Looking down, trying to track those knees and toes. Trying not to wobble side to side. Get that build, feel the feels. Sticking those hips back, butts back, back is flat, shoulders are down, core strong. Let's go one more pass. One direction. And the other. Beautiful. Okay, we move it up around our high knees. On the ground. Okay, isometric hold. And glute bridges for 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that tension on your band. 14. 17. 18. Arms are shaking. 20. Oh. Whee. Okay. Pull that low back down. Feel that core engage. Arms are up. Reach it back. 2. Relaxed through the neck and the shoulders. Build into that shoulder girdle, the back side of the upper back. We're not gripping in the neck. 8, 9. Feel those elbows stay pointed forward and 10 toward the knees. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to get our scorpion lifts. Interlace your hands behind the back. All right, here we go. Take your time, feel all the work in the right places. Dig into your lats. Open through the chest. 9, 10. Oh, okay. Feel this a bit in the back too. Make sure it's not just arching and putting tension on your low back. So you've really got to keep those glutes tucked even before you first lift. Belly stays strong. 4, 6. Keep the toes pointed down toward the ground. 10. Oh yeah. Slide back, child's pose. Let your hips shift left and right, and then we get rid of that band for the last time. Okie dokie. Pull-ups. Or your suitcase rows. Keeping track of that back. 7 and 8. Whew. All right. Here we go. Lawnmowers. Sink that back hip down toward the ground. Lock in through the core. Pull that elbow back. 6. Keeping the shoulder blade rotated back and down. 3, 2, 1. Had to watch that hip. I was letting it rise. Here we go. Feel flat through that back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. So you're not rounding or losing the flexion. That back pack in the shoulder blades. The arm comes down. Oh. Woo! Okay. Beautiful job. Bring your right leg forward. Keep your left hand on the ground. Plant onto the left hand and let the hip rotate out to the left and then down. Get that stretch through the lat and then your abductor on that left hip. Good work. Feels good. Surprisingly difficult in certain areas for me. All right, hinge back, just a quick little hamstring, and then we're going to get our pigeon. So cross your foot to the other side of the mat. Walk your back left knee back. Please make sure that pelvis is square. So if you're rocking over to the right hip, then you're losing the importance of the stretch. So we really want to get the pelvis square while getting the hip to get that mobility and that range of motion. So if getting down super far doesn't work without sitting over on your right butt cheek, then pull the back knee in a little. So maybe this is what your pigeon looks like for now, with your hips a little bit higher. That's fine. We want the pelvis to be squared off. Okay, and then we're going to get back into our back just a bit before we switch. So we're going to walk our hands to the right side, plant into the hands, use them for traction, and rotate around. Okay, back to the center. Push into your hands and bring that left leg forward. Dropping that back right knee down. Stay on your right hand. Let your right hip pop out to the right. Then drop down. Oh, feels so good. Check in with your breath. All right, rotate back around. Quick little hamstring. Hopefully you're getting better at being able to check in and feel alignment, shoulders and hips, that pelvis staying neutral. Okay, same thing on this side as the other. Mirrors help, cameras help, but you can also really kind of use your own eyeballs. Stay focused. That's why I don't worry too much if I mess up my count. It helps me realize I was more focused on my form, feeling the work, than the number. It's a good target, something to push for, but getting it done right and well is what matters. Don't forget we want that pelvis squared off. All right, and then let's plant into the hands and walk outside that left thigh now, rotating around just a bit. All right, bringing those legs together, soles of the feet together. Interlace your hands around your toes. Lift your chest nice and tall. Take your deep inhale and then exhale. Pull the chest forward so you're going to keep your back really, really flat right now. So try to keep those sits bones from your pelvis rooted to the ground. Keep pulling your chest forward. Take a deep inhale. Lengthen, exhale, keep dropping the chest. And then tuck your chin in, let your back round. Feel that. Lengthening, let your tailbone tuck. So you're rounding through the back. It's a good stretch. We don't want to have a rounded back when we're in our forward hinges, but it's a good stretch to get. All right, here, we'll get up without our hands. Try it. I will see you all again tomorrow. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me.